Excited too that I have Jamie, our new youth director. Well, you're getting not so new. You're getting there.
I've been here almost a full month now, so.
Just nobody knows.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so Jamie is here tonight. We've got some youth that are playing games later, and that'll be fun. And so we're just going to talk a little bit about tonight and our lesson. And I guess I should start with I can apologize that our video this afternoon, the lesson video came out so late, but I felt like I was kind of caught up in a heavy wind of things happening where I was not able to get it to you sooner. So I apologize for that, but it is okay for you to watch it after we're finished with our live stream. You can watch it in the morning, however you want to do it. But there's some good stuff in there, and one of our old life sporters. I don't even know what grade she might be in now, but I'm guessing she's high school at this point. So she taught a lesson way back then. So our theme, you're not invisible even when you're not done growing. I had a couple quick questions. We'll talk, and you guys can post a comment or get a parent to post a comment. So my boys, we haven't updated it in a while, but my boys have, on a door frame, they have the little marks, and we have a G and a P beside it, depending on which height it is, who's being measured. And I was just curious if you guys have one of those in your home. Did you have that growing up?
I did have that growing up. We used the inside of my bedroom's closet door. So started with me, and then we adopted my sister when I was 8. Ah. So she's a little later edition, and it has our name and the date that it was marked next to it.
We marked the month and year of when we did that. Mm-hmm. Were you guys competitive? Were you close in height to be competitive?
We were not at the stages that we were doing that. I would say right now she's getting a little competitive to me height-wise. So she's 14 now, whereas I'm in my 20s. But she's getting about right there.
She's catching up.
Yeah, she is.
My Gray and Penner would be classically getting their back up against the thing, and then you'd see them go about that much. And so we always kind of had to push the shoulders back down and do the fair measurement. So I would love if y'all want to post about your measuring. You can tell me who's the tallest in your home, and just any of those little things. Those are kind of precious things to us, right? Mm-hmm. So then we take the theme of you're not invisible even when you're not done growing. So we apply that to as a person of faith. And what that, to me, that I love that because it makes it really easy to understand. I love hearing the verses about Jesus growing up and Jesus as a child. Jesus as a baby is really sweet, but I love that he gets in trouble a little bit, gets a little fussed at, and it makes it real that growing as a person is a good way of understanding growing as a person of faith. I'm wondering when you felt the most growth in your faith, in your spiritual life. I've got a little bit of years, and I'm not going to go into that very far. But I will say, as a new mom with Gray as a 2-year-old and Penner as an infant, I think after I got over the shock of it all, that was probably my biggest growing time, because I kind of had to look at myself and realize just because you're tired doesn't mean you just don't think about acting as a Christian or as a person of faith. So for me, I know I grew a lot during that time. I don't know if you have a like a lot of stuff that has happened recently.
I do, yeah. So initially, I think my faith grew the most when I was going through like confirmation with my church in the 6th grade. But then within this past several months, I had a lot of similar experiences to a lot of the kids out there because I was still in college. So I had to quit school, and it was a leap of faith to go to all online classes with my teachers. And it was an even bigger leap of faith because Mason and I were planning to get married in June. So we had to...
They got married online.
We did get married online. We had this wedding planned with like
They
almost...
were in person.
Yeah, we had almost 200 guests on the list. And then as the months got closer, we were like, I don't think we can do that. But I also don't want to postpone getting married.
Yeah.
So we got married on our 4-year anniversary. So getting married then and hoping that our family and friends would all understand that we're not waiting for everyone to do that. That was a leap of faith. And then we've both had it recently with the trying to find out where we're supposed to be. Because we were both applying to jobs back in January and getting no's or no responses back. And now we're here, and we're so glad we're here.
I'm so excited. Jamie and I have had a lot of great conversations, and we're really looking forward to some of those faith milestones as you guys grow. We've been talking about having Bibles for 4th and 5th graders that are good Bibles for good solid readers, and then having youth get a Bible, maybe even as a freshman we were thinking about. So if you have any thoughts on when would be a great milestone to receive a Bible, and how, if you did receive a Bible when you were younger, how that helped you, or if that was sentimental to you, I'd love to hear those kind of things. So comment those. Let's see. I have some trivia tonight. I don't know if you guys are ready. We're gonna have 4 trivia questions that have to do with workshops that we usually have during Life Sport. So as we've been releasing those videos, you've seen our coaches from soccer and from science and cooking and baseball and football, and I don't even know if I could name them all. If we have enough fingers. But and I'm hoping that next year we even get to add more. I'm looking forward. I've talked with people about the possibility of adding golf, martial arts, music and chorus. So, and even flags, color guard, flag spinning, like a beginner thing. So those are conversations that I'll keep having, and if you have a thing that you'd like us to start including in Life Sport, let me know too. I'd love to know. I'd love to hear what skills you guys would be interested in having. So I only have 4 trivia questions, so I'm not going to be able to ask you to tell me what's on the periodic table for science or anything like that. All right, so we'll start with tennis. I'm going to put it over here so I can read it and look at you while I read it. All right. If only one player scores during a single tennis game, so tennis is played with 2 people for this example, there's only one of them scores at all, how many points do they have to win before the game is over? I'm trying to think what games I have played where you have to play to a certain number of points. Yeah. I think I might be remembering like card games or other things like that where you have to have like 13 before you win.
Yeah. Air hockey. You have to get like the first person to 7 wins.
Yes.
In arcade rooms.
I don't think I ever knew there was a rule about air hockey.
I just know that's when the table shuts off on you.
I thought you just play until you lose the puck, and then. So I'm going to read this question again, and we're watching, and I know there's a little bit of a delay, but we've got trusty helpers in the background watching to see any of you that respond. So you have 2 players playing. If only one of those players in tennis scores any points, how many points do they have to win before the game is over? So that means their opponent doesn't score anything against them.
Mm-hmm.
So that wasn't an answer on your thing there.
No.
Oh.
I'm watching, though. Yeah. I haven't played much tennis, to be honest.
I took tennis in college. It was not my favorite thing.
Yeah.
In fact, this is a funny little story. So when Kevin and I first got married, I keep thinking of all of my stories of when we first got married. Well, in getting to know Jamie, it makes me think of that time too. But we lived in a neighborhood there was a tennis court right down the road, and we're young and energetic, and I thought, well, I took it in college. We'll go play some tennis. I had never played with Kevin though, and playing with Kevin is a little bit different than playing with other girls who are having to take the class in college. So I made a rule that he could not hit the ball so that it made a noise when it went past me. So that was our rule, and he always laughed and thought that was really silly. And he was not very good at following that rule either. Yeah. He was an aggressive tennis player. So last year's coach, he coached life sport last year with Mr. Craig, I think, was out there. Oh, and Lori was out there with them too. Was one of the coaches out there. So
Clay Thompson says 40.
40. Let's see. How many points do they have to win? Okay. So I think that goes to that. So the way it was written out to me, because this is not my area of expertise, it says how many points do they have to win, and it's written out 4, but that's not correct. That's how many times they have to score, and that gives them a point of 40. Yes. It gives them, right?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I think that's our winner right there.
Awesome.
All right. So we're going to go to our next trivia question. This is a cooking trivia question. This is not going to tax anyone quite so hard. So we'll see who our first person to get in on this one is. All right. So in the cooking workshop, Miss Amanda and several others names are blanking on me right now, but there is a rule that they always emphasize that is, what is the first thing you do before you prepare food? It's a pretty basic question.
Yep.
And it's important.
Yeah.
It's easy.
If I am thinking correctly, I believe it happens multiple times in the preparation process, too.
Probably, yes. Yeah. And I think right now it's a very appropriate kind of question to think about. When you're getting ready to prepare food and you want to do it safely, what is the first thing that you have to do before you do anything else? Yeah. I'll tell you one thing I never thought of. This is not the right answer, but this was one of the things that Miss Amanda brought up to me.
A bunch of wash your hands.
Yeah, the wash your hands is the right answer. So we have a winner. We just have to see who did it first.
Jennifer Wright.
Okay, Gabby.
And
that
then,
would be.
Diana also commented, Clay and Babs.
All right, so awesome. We'll get the measuring tape out in a little bit. We'll see who our first winner was. But yes, washing your hands. But Amanda was telling me that the other thing that she tells girls is to pull their hair back so that your hair is kind of kept out of the food. So
I always do that too.
Yeah, I don't think to at home, but I could see doing that, especially if you're fixing food for someone else. All right, our next trivia question is from soccer. I know we have several soccer people that are watching us, and I got this question. This is funny. Bobby's over here in the corner, you can't see him, but he told me to ask a certain question last night about soccer, and I was curious today if I asked Randy, Coach Randy, which question to ask, what he would say, and then he brought up basically the same question, so this is fun. So for soccer, when you commit a serious enough foul in soccer, the referee may show you one of 2 penalty cards. What color are the cards? So if you're playing soccer and you can commit a serious foul in soccer. Have you played soccer?
I didn't play a lot. I had cousins that played soccer.
I don't know any of the rules of soccer. I watched some friends play soccer, but I don't know the rules. I didn't know there were cards involved. I didn't know it was a card game.
Yeah.
So, if you commit a serious foul in soccer, the ref may show you one of 2 penalty cards. What color are the cards? So we're looking for 2 colors.
Clay Thompson says yellow.
Oh,
Both, right?
yeah, we need both of the colors together. And trying to think if there's anything else. I'm curious to know what a serious enough foul would be in soccer. Like, does that kick in somebody in the shins or
Intentionally tripping somebody.
intentionally
Oh.
tripping? Oh,
Leading with your shoulder, not really going for ball.
yeah.
Appropriate language.
Clay Thompson
I
said
am
yellow and red.
yellow and red. We have a yellow and red. Awesome. That's correct. Yellow and red cards. That's for soccer. So our last trivia question, it is for football. All right, and it's a little tricky. No, it's not tricky, but how long is the football field? How long is the football field? Yeah.
It is. The way
Yeah.
the answer's written is.
So, and you know, it's fun. It's fun talking about these, and it's bringing up my memories of sitting in the stadium seats and watching football. And I would have gotten the answer to this one wrong, probably. I mean, well, we'll wait till we get an answer, but
110 yards.
close. That's very close. Whoever that first answer was.
Clay Thompson.
It wasn't Clay. You might have to step back from the.
120 from Diana.
120. Yes, exactly.
If you count the end zones, that's her.
It's 100 yards. I would have guessed that, but there's 10 yards at each end zone. So that's a 10-yard. And I kind of knew that. I did marching band. I did not play football. But when you march, you have to step it off, and so anyway. So we have 4 trivia answers. We might call a tiebreaker on one of them, I think.
Clay
But
Thompson and Clay Thompson.
we'll see. All right. So, but now we have 2 more. So those are goodie bag winners. Those answers are. So we'll bring out goodie bags. But we've got 2 prizes that are a little bit different. They're kind of cool. Yeah, Miss Jamie's going to get one. So these are super stuffed, super cool school supply cases. And they've
Ooh.
got stuff in them.
They have fun things in them.
A battery-operated pencil sharpener. I even put the batteries in there, so you don't even have to come up with
Aw.
that. Yeah. So this will give you. It's got some pens and pencils and a little notepad.
Super fun.
Yeah. Video game one and a little super space one. So we're gonna do my favorite thing so far that we've done is the random name grabber, and so we're gonna do a random name grabber. Do you want me to say start and stop? All right. So for our first one, start. And
Stop. Claire. You won.
Yay! Oh, you guys, I don't know if she's been in the video yet with the thing that I love so much, but when Miss Savannah and Claire did their hellos that I included in our videos, Savannah said, "We're not invisible," and Claire said, That was adorable. So Claire, I'm so excited. You are going to get one of these bags, and we've got another one to do. So we're going to do. I'll say start again, and you'll say stop. You ready?
Yeah.
Start.
And stop. Harper.
Yay! We've got 2 winners. I'm so excited to do that. Now, we will do that again tomorrow night. The names that I included are the names that are registered, in our system. So those are I'm just pulling from the list of the registered names. So if you have a friend or something like that maybe they've been watching it, or you're going to invite them to watch it, have them send in a registration so I can include their name in the drawing for tomorrow, because tomorrows are pretty cool also. All right, so now this is one of my favorite parts. We get to see some youth in action. Ready?
Fun.
Hey Live Sport, it's Flick of Tea here with another game tonight. Today we're going to play Mirror Maze, and my special guest today is Isaiah. If you can wave to our friends, and Abby. Alright guys, so we're going to play a game called Mirror Maze. Now, before we describe how to play this game, I want to tell you guys that sometimes when you look in a mirror you might feel lonely, or you might feel like you're the only one that sees you. But I want to remind you that this life sport is all about not being alone. And God sees you. No matter what, He's there with you and He sees you. So I'm going to explain how to play this game. It's another simple game that you can play at home. All you need is a mirror and a maze. Similar to this one. So these guys are going to get a maze, and I'm going to turn it over so they can't see how it's done. And they have to use this mirror, and only this mirror, to complete it. So, but before they do that, they're going to practice, and let's see if they can write a word for me only using the mirror. So I'm going to hand them this notebook. And they're going to open the book, and they're going to write the word life sport only looking in the mirror to see if they can see it. So when you look in the mirror, it's kind of upside down and backwards. Wow, Abby's pretty fast. And it says life sport. Looks pretty good. Let's see how Isaiah's doing. Looking good. All right, so this is going to be a pretty great competition. Now, for the winner tonight, we have a mystery prize. There might be a gift card in there to somewhere good. But for the loser, you get silly string. Okay, just like this. All right? For the loser, you get silly string by the winner, and me, of course. And so, just for a little feeling, so you know what's going to happen. All right, so when I say go, you're going to turn the maze over, and the first person to help Tommy the Tortoise find his shell wins the game. Are you guys ready?
So ready.
Are you sure?
100%.
Okay, don't forget, you're only allowed to look into the mirror. On your mark, get set, go.
Abby.
You're gonna. I'm sure you're making it.
Wait. So I'm going in the middle?
Yeah, you're going to the middle to find the shell.
Oh, I'm almost there. Oh, I have the.
You're gonna lose
Oh my
so
goodness.
badly.
Is she almost there?
Yes. You're doing pretty good. She's run into a couple of roadblocks so far.
Oh, shoot. Can I look at it to put it back on?
Use the mirror.
I see where it is. No!
You're doing good. You hit a roadblock. You gotta go back. Gotta go back.
Okay, I'm gonna go right here.
I'm back. Maybe that
Forward
wasn't
left.
the move.
Forward and right.
Wait.
Gotta think pretty hard with everything being backwards.
Wait. How about if we do it this way?
I'll do that.
Okay, going backwards to connect. I've solved a couple of mazes like that. All I said is that you only have to use the mirror. All right, Abby's doing pretty good.
I'm doing fantastic.
Okay. Uh-oh.
No, you're kidding.
See who makes it.
Oh, guess who's
Abby
at the
hit a
show?
roadblock.
Guess who's at the
Ah,
show?
I
Guess
said
who's at the
no!
show?
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Let's double check. So you were so close.
I was
Then you
so
went to the
close.
roadblock. You just needed to go right there. Okay, well, hold on. Let me check. Make sure we didn't run into any walls. Make sure. Okay.
I think I win.
No, you did not win. I think this is gonna look great on you. I think
Well,
it's gonna look so good.
Blue is my color.
okay, let me see Abby's. Let me see Abby's. Let me see Abby's. Let's see. Okay. You hit that roadblock.
But I went
Isaiah
back.
hit a roadblock, but
You
he
can
went back.
see. I traced back.
Goes back.
Is that
Oh.
And there's one part where there's like a little like turn and like you can kind of see me go over the
Unfortunately,
way.
Isaiah, you might want to grab this thing straight.
No!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh man! Wow. Isaiah, you are the winner. Great job with that. Here you go. Thank you so much for participating. And again, guys, this is something really easy you can play at home. All you need is a maze and a mirror. We're so glad you're here with us at Live Sport, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
You guys are lying.
Awesome. You guys, how many of you, as soon as we're done here, are going to go find a mirror and a maze, right?
I think it sounds like fun.
You have a tidbit about things in hair. We were just
Yeah.
talking about how long that might have taken Abby to get out of her hair.
Yeah, so for those of you who tuned into the live stream on Sunday, you saw that I was in the egg roulette challenge against Pastor Chris and used the garden hose afterwards to try and get the egg out of my hair, took a shower as soon as I got home, and I still had egg in my hair after my shower. I was laying down in bed later that night and a shell just fell onto the pillowcase, so it takes a little while.
All right, so we're going to do a really quick. We're gonna try for a quick version of the memory verse, okay? And this is where I get confused with the finger part at the very beginning, okay? So do it with me, and then later I want you to do it as fast as you can, okay? So we got 1 Corinthians
Is it 13:12?
For now we see as in a mirror dimly. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know only in part. Then I shall know in full. And I'm forgetting.
Even as I'm fully.
Oh, yeah. This part right. Even as I am fully known. There's something about the lights in this room. I'll blame it on that, right? Not the hurricane of a day or just life in general.
Yeah.
But, okay. Couple of quick things. I would love, if you're doing your memory verse, I would love to see a video for you to share, a parent to send it through Facebook Messenger to me. I've gotten a cute little picture, somebody practicing, but if you're doing it, I would love to see that. See, that's the part that we're missing with this event, is we're missing seeing each other. So share, share, share. Also, we still have t-shirts. I have extras, so if you didn't order one, I estimated your size, and there is one here for you. And youth, we've got, I'm going to just throw this out there.
Yeah.
We've got some goodie bags that need delivering, and youth who normally serve at this event, this is your opportunity. You can earn your t-shirt, and we'll take care of you. So I did want to mention to our parents, as we are looking at how to go forward with children's ministry right now, we're going to have a stakeholders meeting. We're having two, actually, and they're online, so you don't have to go anywhere. Just this coming Friday at 5 o'clock this Friday, and I can send you a link. If you don't have it, you can email me. But we're going to have an online meeting then and on Sunday afternoon, so whichever one works better for your schedule. I want to hear some input from parents about ideas, about thoughts, as we're looking at what does ministry look like right now. What does safe ministry and caring ministry look like? But, gosh, we want to minister. So hopefully you can join me in that. I invite you to do so. Is there anything else that you have to share with us?
I don't think so. I'm really excited that I got to be part of this life sport virtual edition as my first life sport
Yeah.
involvement. So that's been fun. I'm excited to see what, I guess, more normal life sport looks like next year.
It's big.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it's a big deal, right? We miss a lot of the parts. We miss yelling really loud in the auditorium with the songs and lights. Oh my goodness. We'll get there. We'll get there. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Bye.